Welcome to Module 1, The Ancient Civilizations. We'll begin by looking at the first humans. We'll spend some time looking at how the Paleolithic and Neolithic ages differ and how the Neolithic Revolution affected the lives of men and women. We'll then move on to the emergence of civilization. What were the characteristics of civilization? What were some of the reasons why early civilizations emerged? We will look at that. Afterwards, we'll narrow our focus a little bit and look at the civilization in Mesopotamia. What are the chief characteristics of civilization evident in Mesopotamia? That will be our goal for that section of this module. And then we move on to a culture that most of us all are familiar with, and that is Egypt. We'll look at the basic features of the three major periods of Egyptian history and try to discern what elements of continuity there are in these three different periods and also what the major differences were. From Egypt, it's only natural to move on to the Hebrews. To what extent did the Hebrews establish a united state and what became of it? We want to look at that. We also want to examine the ways in which the Jewish faith was unique in the Near East and how it evolved over time. And finally, we want to look at the neighbors of the Israelites and what their significance was to the development of the Hebrews. And then we'll conclude with two of the other major empires of the ancient world. The first is the Assyrian Empire. We want to see what methods and institutions they used to amass and maintain their empire. And then we'll move on to the Persian Empire. Again, as with the Assyrians, what were the methods and institutions that the Persians used to amass and maintain their empire? And how did these institutions and methods differ from the Assyrians? And from the Persians, we can move on to the next module, and that will bring us to the Greeks.